We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now in the box, Colton Wong. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Colton Wong.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Two pitches fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he fouls this one off. Back up the middle. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Jack Flaherty is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
3-0 now. In his career against this pitcher, he's got 2 hits in 18 at-bats. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
The second baseman,
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Wong for 1. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Matt Carpenter.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 5th.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tyler O'Neill. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The windup and the 0-1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 22, Jack.
Digging in, Jack Flaherty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Sinking liner toward left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
You know, sometimes, Dero, it's a war when you're a pitcher and a bad hitting pitcher. The war is the war to try to hope that he actually hits your bat. And I think he won that war, Dero. That wasn't a very pretty swing, but it produced a base hit.
So what you're saying is you were in full warlike mode in Dodger Stadium back in the day when
I sure was. John Cummings on the mound. He did me a favor, threw me a heater about 92 with cut on it, right off the barrel line drive between third and short. My one and only base hit, and I didn't even have a bat. I had to use another bat from a teammate of mine with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
a lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Ready on 0-2. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. Kipnis, and nearly a double play. It was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. So it's first and third with 2 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. From the belt, the pitch. They start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. To 2-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. This is skied into short left center. Baez ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Cards strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Hit on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. Standing in, Ian Happ. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. It's in there, and the Cubs look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Into the box, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And he popped him up. Wong ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Here's Chris Bryant now. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
From the stretch, the 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. At the plate, Paul DeYoung. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball heading for the alley. Hayward on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it there safely as he fires off the 4th with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first run of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. DeYoung, the runner at third with no outs. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Now the 3-0 offering. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit hard on the ground to second, taken in by Kipnis, and there's one down now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler O'Neill looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Line drive to left. And it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Matt Wieters. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
To the plate now, Jack Flaherty, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. A base hit in his first trip. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cards lead it 1-0. Is the second baseman Jason Kipnis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. The 2-2. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And another foul ball. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two D-row to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fowler giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here 2-1.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
No balls and 1 strike. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch down the first baseline. 3 runs already home here. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Ready for another chance?
Ian Happ.
And their runners at the corners now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a hard liner. But this is a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Skied into straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play. Just like that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in a game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane.
Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's running to short. There's Baez, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeYoung. And that misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that's too high, ball 2.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 3-2. So here now's the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Lifted in the air out to left. O'Neill is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Fred.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. One and one. Outside, 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Lifted down the line and left. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And standing in now, the power hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. One there on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They're up 3-2. Top half of the sixth about to get started. So stepping in, Tyler O'Neill. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled away. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Liner towards second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Dexter Fowler. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
The 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Happ comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Stepping into the box, Matt Wieters. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and a strike to count to the switch-hitting catcher, Matt Wieters.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away.
The pitcher, number 22, Jack.
Tommy Edman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Cardinals, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Tyler Olson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail 3-2. bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Genesis Cabrera enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's popped up. Wong has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Cabrera stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Back goes Fowler to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The 1-2 pitch. Two out, nobody on. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Colton Wong will stand in.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Rowan Wick is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Steven Souza will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Contreras corrals it, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes.
Oh, man, he just muffed that throw. No other way to explain it. Looked like it caught him in the heel of the glove instead of the pocket, so he's going to get hit with a fielding error as a result.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Lane Thomas, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Popped up. Rizzo is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now back, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Paul Goldschmidt, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-1 the count now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Here it comes. 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Kipnis on to first. It's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Alex Reyes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Alex Reyes.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First offering on its way. The 0-1 delivery. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Rizzo swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Ian Happ is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball one.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled away. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Fowler, and this one is gone. A home run. It wasn't exactly a majestic home run, but Showtrack tells us here that that ball was absolutely crushed. It left the bat at an incredible 116 miles an hour. In now, Steven Souza. And it's fouled away. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And he fouls this one off. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Lays off. 2-2 now.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. And this is pulled hard but foul. They brought their gloves for that one out there. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 2-2 is taken, ball 3. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Fowler at the track, and it's gone as they add still another.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Number 62 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For the Cardinals, number 62.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Cardinals 2. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in, Matt Carpenter, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he takes a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Dexter Fowler. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Another 0-2 home. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the 1st out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Jason Hayward is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Full count, 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Nico Horner will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 6-2. Craig Kimbrell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. New inning set to get underway. Ready for another shot now. Matt Wieters. He was a ground out victim last time up. This is line to left. Souza is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. A reminder that coming up after the ball game tonight, we'll have full highlights of the game exclusively right here on the show. Yadier Molina will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Yadier Molina.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. A ball and no strikes. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. St. Louis, good night.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Chicago Cubs used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Kyle Hendricks notches his 3rd win of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.